good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing, man? What's good with you? How you doing? I hope you had a good couple of weeks. It's been a while since I made another video. Good update for y'all. Yeah, man, I just been working. Same old. It's good to see y'all, man. Thank you if you're a returning subscriber. If you're a new subscriber, make sure you subscribe for me. Or a new viewer, excuse me. Well, you will be a new subscriber. Make sure you subscribe for me. Anyway, my name is Jamar. This is Jamar's Investing Goals, and what I do here is supposed to be every week, but every so often, every 2 weeks or so, I come up, I tell you about me dollar cost averaging. I give an update of how my portfolio's performing, the stocks that I've purchased, and the total I've invested so far inside the stock market. I'm a new investor. I'm new to investing. I'm new to YouTube, and I'm kind of new to it all. So bear with me, man. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Like I said, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. It's the holidays, y'all. It's the holidays. I hope y'all ready, man. I hope y'all I can't talk right now, but I hope you guys really do enjoy your holiday season. I hope you enjoy the time with your family. I hope you enjoy the phone calls. If you can't get to your family, enjoy your food. Man, happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. Happy Thanksgiving to you all, man. I hope you have a good one. All right, man. Before I get into this update this week, a little bit, see what's going on with the people, because it ain't just like all stocks all the time. For one, I'm still learning about stocks, so anything I tell you will be something that I'm just now learning. It'll be a little while before I'm an expert on stocks, but I'm gonna keep going, and we're gonna keep dollar cost averaging for the long term. It's been over a year now. I had my channel for a little over a year. I had my channel for a little over a year now. So yeah, I'm still learning this stock thing. So outside of that, I want my channel to just be kind of, having fun, relaxing, talking, cracking a couple jokes. Eventually, I'll get into a studio space and do interviews and be interacting with people a little more. But until then, this is what we're doing. And like I said, man, appreciate y'all stopping in. All right, before I get into my update, I always like to talk a little bit, like to have a little fun, but also, give a little inspiration if I can. And I wrote something down. Me and a friend talked not too long ago, and we got into I was telling them about the things I want to do and where I want to go with my channel, where I want to go financially and personal. And I guess it sounded like I was getting on myself a little bit, so he gave me a little motivation, man. I wrote it down here, and basically I'm paraphrasing but he said, recognize your blessings, recognize how far you've come. You come a long way. Anybody who's struggling, and you know your past, what you've dealt with in the past, and understand that things are changing. You are getting through things. You are growing. So yeah, don't beat on yourself too much, but understand where you fall short and what you need to work on. But understand that you also have moved forward from the place that you were in. So yeah, man, shout out to that. Also, I don't know why these videos online, and it's something about, now this is totally off of that. It just made me laugh about, it's a lot of scamming going on. It's a lot of scamming activity going on, right? But it's messed up. But the funny thing to me is when you catch them, like if you catch a person in the act of trying to scam you, is it just me or they seem to get mad? Like they get mad at people. I listened to one video, folks were cussing folks out when these people caught you trying to take from them. You don't just say, all right, my bad, man. I'm charged to the game, try to walk away. You buck and argue with the people. Folks trying to do insurance scams, trying to cuss the people out because they got them on dash cam and zoom off. I don't know. I got a stupid sense of humor, and that really made me laugh. And also, I was looking at the little trends online and these little cooking videos. I like to cook too. I'm gonna eventually make some food up here. But these little cooking videos, and people be wild. And I watched one person eat. It was a double cheeseburger. And he had the bread, instead of bread, it was 2 pieces of pork chop. Now, if I'm being honest, I'll taste a little piece of that. But, I mean, I can just see the heartburn, plus the waste of time. I hope he made some money from that video. Let's give him a cheer, too. I hope he made some money from that video, because the pork chop looked good. I don't know if he bought it or if he cooked it, but the pork chop was looking good. And And the cheeseburgers look good. It's just together is a lot. It's just together is a lot. 2 separate meals is good because, like I said, the pork chop was fried pretty good. I'm a country boy at heart. And that pork chop look good. Let me look at the camera. I got a habit of looking at the screen here. But anyway, I wrote down, I want them to have fun and make money. Well, that's everybody, ain't it? Don't we all want to do that? So yeah, that's why I started my YouTube channel. That's why I get up here getting comfortable with the camera, talking more in front of the camera, having when y'all see me joking with myself and laughing, I'm really having a good time, man. So once this channel grows and I'm able to make a living or make extra money from having a good time and talking about money and learning about money, that's something I look forward to. That's something that gets me kind of excited, just knowing that I'm gonna eventually, hopefully, God willing, God blessing, that I will actually make, even if it's part-time money or even just a little extra money, that I can make that from talking about money. I don't know why that excites me so much, but I really like the idea of that. The streets thing, man. I have a past, and there's a lot of us with a past that's moving forward. I think the best advice that I can try to give to a young person that's kind of stuck or wilding out there in prison. Out there in the streets. I would say don't waste your time. That's the biggest thing to me. Outside of that, it really ends in prison or death. And that's real. And it's dark from what I was just talking about, but it's real though. It only ends in prison or death. But short of death and getting life in prison, I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people, period, they make those mistakes and then they go to jail, they do some time, and they come home and they usually have learned from them, or they do it a couple of times. Basically, they waste time going to prison and then getting a job and trying to learn life skills and work skills. I would say just don't waste that time, because the reality is you're probably going to end up going to jail or worse. And then if you make it out of jail, you're just going to get a job anyway or start a business. So just do that now. Look into it now. Look into working, moving towards something positive and starting a business of your own. I say, just don't waste that time. It's no need to go to prison 2, 4, 5, 10, 20 years just to get out and start working. Just skip that. Just start working there. Just start working there. Look into businesses that make a lot of money, that make the money that you want to make. It's jobs that pay more than rappers make if you look into it and you want to go that route, especially while you're young. So for the advice that I would give people, because I do feel like as black men from certain environments, then you don't owe anybody anything. You don't owe anybody anything. But if you're gonna be out here, I think you should try to give the youth some type of advice, even if you ain't got the means to help them in other ways. But at least be honest with them, man. You're going to waste a lot of time with that foolishness, man. You're going to waste a lot of time and take it from somebody that, tiptoed out there too. You know what I mean? And that's another thing. It's a lot of people, excuse me, that's really not, they're risking their life kind of for no reason. The money they making, it ain't TV. Everybody don't make $50,000, $100,000, you know what I mean? Every month or every week, even every year. People ain't making that much money over time. They kind of making a regular lifestyle amount of money, probably $1,000, $2,000 a week. That's what a lot of people making, and you risking going to prison for that. And some people less. I know people that have did, man, I'm talking 7 to 20 years in prison. And this ain't no diss to nobody, but they've never seen no real money. And when I say real money, shoot, that ain't even real money. I know they've never seen 20,000 cash. They've never had 20,000 in their bank account. But they did a lot of time in prison. I just feel like it wasn't worth it. That juice was definitely not worth the squeeze. And it's heartbreaking to think about how much time people really waste and how much of their life they give to this thing, man. It don't love you back. It's gonna give you nothing back. It's only gonna give you turmoil back. And even if it don't, if things go left the little time spent out there, it never really adds up. Like, even when I think back when we was out there, that was short lived. That was 5-6 years, and a lot of drama happened too. We lost family, we lost friends, people went to prison, and you're talking about like from 17 to maybe 23, if that. Like, bro, you squeeze a life, and that's why a lot of young people look older in the face and in the eyes too, because you're doing a lot real young. You clubbing young, you partying young, you having kids young, you taking care of bills young. And that's another thing, like a lot of these young guys, self included, you start paying bills and being responsible at a young age, and in a way that if you if you turn that into something positive, man, the sky definitely the limit, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too dark and too dark and too going down that path too much. But also, I wrote down $1 million worth of game, and the reason why I wrote that down is because of topics like that. I really want to, and I'm going to talk about things and try to give advice to people, to the youth and to people that's behind us outside of this, and converting it into like doing stocks, into like real estate, into like starting a business. And I'm gonna keep saying into like, because I had already started saying it, but for real, into buying a home, purchasing homes, trying to learn. I don't know about the flipping property thing, but I'm not into it yet, so I don't know how that's gonna go. My thing right now is food. That's what I've been doing for over a decade now, so I don't plan on switching that. That's why I said I wanted me a food trailer and eventually grow that into a restaurant of my own. I'm gonna keep going with the channel. We're gonna keep going with everything we're doing with that. But like I said, man, young people, anybody stuck in that mind frame, man, just, I would say, transition out of that as fast as possible and just move forward with your life and do something positive with it, man. Because the worst thing, and that's another thing, people are raising children in certain environments, and you're wanting the children to do something different, but they seeing you what you do. It's no different than the movies y'all watching. You see the young cat that hear about his daddy that did such and such, so the young cat want to do what his daddy did, and his daddy didn't want that for him at all. He didn't want that for him at all, but the young dude want to be like his pop. So if you do the cool thing and become a real estate person, you become a lawyer, you become a farmer of some sort, I'm spitting. Usually your children want to follow in that path. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about that stuff before I get into my update this week. Actually, I didn't get to purchase any stock this week. I get paid bi-weekly now since I let my part-time job go. So I try to invest every week, but the in-between paycheck week is kind of whatever I have, extra around. I don't plan it as well as I should. So yeah, I just got the stock updates, the percentages of how we're performing, my total amount I'm performing, my total amount I've invested. Hey, look, don't be talking about me. Don't be talking about me. But anyway, yeah, the total amounts I've invested and how my portfolio is performing. All right. So it looks like so like I said, this week we didn't purchase any stocks, but we're gonna go over our portfolio updates, and I will be purchasing more this Friday. Let me make sure I click the right one though. All right, so it looks like for the week we're up 1.6%. We're up 1.6%. That's $139.67. Let me look up. And it looks like for the month, you guys, for the month we is up. For the month, we up 2.83%, 2.8%. That's $243.31. And it looks like year to date, y'all. Looks like year to date we up 50.55%. 50.55%. That's $2,217.77 from the money invested this year. And we're gonna compare that to the S&P. The S&P is up 31.11%, which is still pretty good. So if you would have just invested in VOO, which is the top 500 companies, you would have still be up over 31%. So you don't have to really try to beat the market at all. You don't have to pick individual stocks. And this is not stock advice, but you don't have to. I just chose to. And to be honest, I picked stocks that's inside the VOO and inside the QQQ. The only ones that's outside of that, and I didn't go over them this week, but it's this company called Kenvue. And I did that as kind of a dividend play because they were attached to Johnson & Johnson. But overall, my portfolio is up 50.55%. So the total invested as of right now, remember, I always like to tell people we started with $100. The total invested is $8,631.43. That's $8,631.43. Yes, $8,631.43. We started with $100. We just consistently invest in at least now I usually invest every week, but at least once a month, twice a month. So you want to make sure you at least invest when you get paid. And treat it like a bill, man. Pay yourself like a bill. Just pay yourself first. Just like any other bill. Make sure you pay yourself each month, preparing yourself for your future. Use the money, I would say save it for retirement, but use the money if you have some type of business idea. I would assume use it as some form of collateral, as credit. Look at what Elon Musk did with, I'm about to say TikTok, with Twitter. Look what he did with X. He bought it, counter with stocks he borrowed against it. But yeah, man, just once you get into it, you'll start to learn different things that you can do with your money, or you just like to watch it grow and understand that one day you're going to have a little bit more to go with your retirement. I mean, to be honest, even if you don't retire a millionaire, if you have an extra 150, 200, 300,000 on top of what you may get from your job or whatever other retirement plans you have coming in, I think that extra will help out, man. But yeah, that's my update this week, man. I appreciate y'all stopping in. And again, I hope y'all have a happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy, man. Thinking about what I'm going to put on my plate. You know we're going to load it up. Man, y'all have a good one, man. Y'all be easy. Peace.